Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore. Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This 10-round. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Well, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Good combination to the head. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Foreman's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. A headshot blocked. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Inside.
Matchup tonight, power puncher against a guy who's well conditioned. Now, early on, what do you look for in a matchup like that?
You want to make sure that if you're with the power puncher, you don't go out there chasing after the guy. You use all your tools. You use your jab, and you control him. You make him think about your power so he's not controlling rounds.
That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Bombs away with the hook by George Foreman. Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. And we come to the end of the round. What started as mild swelling has now turned into this. Frazier's eye is closed. He's a one-eyed fighter right now.
And that's the fault of his corner. They needed to get that end swell, that cold piece of metal on that eye a couple rounds ago. They did not. And now, as you said, they have a cyclops, a one-eyed fighter.
Foreman's combination punching is working well here. Not able to land the headshot.
Keep that head moving.
Foreman's tagged by that powerful hook. And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. What a big shot from George Foreman.
Stay on the inside.
Right to the head with that right.
Come on, kids.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Combination to the head. A well-placed left hand up top. Good biting, snapping shot by George Foreman. George Foreman's right hand scores well. Unable to land clean by George Foreman. Foreman's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tool because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Big uppercut right on the mark. Well placed. He did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Look at this swarming attack. Joe Frazier's taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. Joe Frazier's left now getting into the mix. Good flush shot upstairs. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Joe Frazier with the big hook. Foreman's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Well timed by Joe Frazier. He took a step back, landed the counter.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Foreman lands a formidable left. Foreman's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Joe Frazier. Punches and bunches, combination of George Foreman is always dangerous, but right now, solid. Big George Foreman not quite as dangerous when he's laid out like that. His opponent landed a good power punch.
One, two, three.
George Foreman's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his misses. Okay, listen. Body and head. Double up your punches. Body.
As we start round number 4, not a lot separating these guys. Sometimes you can steal a round or two just by being the busier guy.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit about those legendary stories the old timers used to tell me about Rocky Marciano. You know, they used to say that he used to hit the guy's arms. You know, he wasn't scoring clean, but he was keeping his opponent from scoring back. And then later in the fight, he was disabling his opponent from coming back.
Foreman's trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
Get close to him.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. A thundering right hand from George Foreman. Frazier's mouth is cut. You can see it's getting worse as things progress here. That could be a factor later on. Combo lands upstairs. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Good flush shot by Joe Frazier. Good solid double jab by George Foreman.
You need to cover up, okay? Leave it.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Flush right hand to the head.
Keep your head moving.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by George Foreman.
Come on, get close.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by George Foreman. Foreman's cut, and you can see blood coming from his mouth. I don't know if maybe the mouthpiece caused that, but the bottom line is that he can be swallowing that, and that can take away from his wind and conditioning. Foreman's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
And not only far-fetched, I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
Landing two jabs by George Foreman.
Good, good.
Foreman's on the bad end of him. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Big shot there. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref is stopping this fight. Frazier's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive.
By way of knockout, your winner, Smoking Joe Frazier.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer.